Hi everyone, James Blacklaw's JB Commercial Finance here. It's Thursday the 16th of November, and the reason for this video is the announcement this week that inflation is dropping slightly. So the government had a target that by the end of 2023 they would halve inflation from its recent peak of 11.1%, which was late last year, and it's now year to October 4.6%. Now obviously the government are triumphing this as a major win for them, so that they can help with the cost of living crisis, and it's clear that this is something they're going to use the real kind of post to stand on when it comes to trying to get re-elected next year. Now, the questions I've been receiving about this are, okay, so inflation's now gone down. Is this good and will it actually benefit me? And the reality is that it probably won't in the short term. Inflation is still well above the government and the Bank of England's highly publicised target of 2%. So it's still way too high for the government, of all people. And the reality is that prices are still going up very, very quickly. 4.6% year on year is still a big increase in prices. So things are still getting more expensive. They're just getting more expensive slightly slower. So you go and buy your tin of beans, it's going to go up by 4.6 pence in the pound rather than 11.1 pence in the pound year on year. That's obviously a very simplified example. And the other thing that's really going to impact people and not impact people, unfortunately, in this case, is the fact that the way inflation is calculated is what I call a basket of goods. And that basket can vary. And it's supposed to be everything from very cheap goods through to a lot more expensive goods. You get a wide range, look at the prices, and then base the inflation on that. Now, the difficulty is that, by definition, the stuff at the top has got a higher impact. So if that's going up slower in price, then inflation is going to come down. But just looking at this, the ONS say that energy, food and drink accounts are at 15% of lower income household spending compared to 10% for high income groups. So therefore, then again, by definition, you're going to get impacted more by inflation if you're one of the low impact groups, low income groups. Plus, if the basket of goods you're buying is different to someone else, what someone else is buying. So actually, your own personal inflation could still be significantly higher than the 4.6%. And the reality is, if you are an everyday person, it will be higher than 4.6%. Look at your Tesco shop, if your Asda shop, whatever it is it 4.6% more expensive than it was last year? No, it's not. It's considerably more than that. So that's the reason why you, as a middle class or a lower class person, may not feel any benefit from an inflation drop because it has zero impact on you. But someone higher up the food chain, if you like, money-wise, may well feel that impact. So this is cautiously good news, but in all honesty, a lot of it's just political posturing. It doesn't make any real difference to anyone suffering at this moment in time by the cost of living crisis. So hopefully that's explained a little bit in a kind of clumsy way. If you've got any questions on this, please do give me a shout. I'll be happy to help.